Well, hello, everyone. This is the Advocacy Wire, the agenda for our upcoming Good Trouble chat on Spoutible on Mondays at noon. And I want to start here with a little bit of history. Yesterday marked the commemoration of the attack on Pearl Harbor. And I wanted to highlight it with a story about a Black sailor who was, for a long time, an unnamed hero, Dory Miller. It's a very moving story and one that I think a lot of people are still not aware of. And as a veteran and coming from a family of veterans, I was aware of it. But every time I share it, tell it, I hear people talk about it being new to them. So please um, subscribe to the Substack, or at least just go visit and read the article. It is free, there's no paywall. So I hope you'll check that out. But as I said, this is an update for our Good Trouble chat agenda, and we're just going to dive right in. There we go. Okay. I'm still learning this app, guys. So the next story is about the changes that they have made to student loans, um, what programs they will allow to get them, and essentially a lot of programs that typically have a lot of women, like social workers, nurses, and those things. They will not be funding those kind of advanced degrees, and that will make it very difficult for some people to continue their education. And it also will hurt us as a country. I think it will further deplete our talent pool and further strain our healthcare system. So, this to me is the most alarming story that we have, and that is the administration has put out a new national security strategy. And basically, it's a realignment of a new world order, if you will. And it pretty much is aligning us with Putin and Xi. And we're focused over here on the Western Hemisphere. And that focus is not necessarily in a good way, if you will. And so that is we continue to have with immigration every day, um, every hour. There are stories, mostly horrific stories, regarding this administration's policy around immigration, the ICE raids, the troop movement in various cities. But it is nice to see that California has decided to launch an online portal so that people can report misconduct by federal agents. I think that's a very good thing. Um, doesn't necessarily take care of some of the stories that are starting to surface now around the detention facilities and the treatment that they are receiving there, but hopefully we can get some more um, attention focused on it and get some things done. I've heard a few lawmakers talk about it. So perhaps that's a step in the right direction because, as I said, some horrific reports coming out, and we'll talk about those. Going to be talking about environmental issues. And this story caught my eye, and I think it's very important because it also involves somebody who I am having to deal with a lot in my state here now, and his carelessness, his recklessness regarding the environment. There is um, light pollution, basically, that is affecting their ability to get good visibility on space telescopes. So we'll just be keeping an eye on that. We have our petty president, Petty POTUS, I'll call him, who has decided to no longer acknowledge these fee-free calendar days for MLK Day and Juneteenth, but he is making his birthday, which also happens to be Flag Day. I mean, totally petty, and we're surprised by that, I'm sure. Then, of course, another unsurprising, but nonetheless, I feel devastating blow struck by the Supreme Court deciding to uphold the Texas redistricting maps. And they were determined to be racially gerrymandered. And they said that's okay. So, what that tells me is that they are having great success and undoing all the gains that we made during the civil rights movement. So we're going to have to fight. And then we are, of course, still fighting the reproductive health care rights. We being women, but a lot of people are fighting for us. But Missouri courts they are trying to put new wording for ballot measures to restrict the abortion rights because the people they had a referendum, I think last year during their election, and they got enough to get it put into the Constitution. But, the Republicans being the Republicans, it's kind of like rules for thee, but not for me. And if I don't like the rules, I'm going to either not follow them, ignore them, or change them. So we have a little bit of that going on. Of course, North Dakota. They have been going back and forth with this, and it is now finalized. And because they didn't get enough of their judges, the way their system works, to um, keep abortion legal, so it is now illegal again in North Dakota. They are and what they're doing, and they have moved on to New Orleans and the Twin Cities, and so we'll be keeping up with their behavior and tactics there. At we had our discussions watch party, documentary watch and Q&A this past Friday, and it was phenomenal. And as I told you before, these are recorded. So if you weren't able to come, please take a listen. And the documentary that we are covering now is the Niagara Movement. We also did a little coverage of the Montgomery bus boycott. And I think you'll find it a wonderful conversation and great information. Um, let you know what we have coming up after the Good Trouble chat this week. This is the week I will be doing Fired Up Friday with my friend Candidly Tiff. So I hope you'll join us, and that will be on the Substack app. And so you see the QR code up there. you can subscribe and join us. We will be live at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30, 4:30, yeah, and 3:30 Central Time. We're both in different time zones, but I'll let you guys do the math for wherever yours is. If you remind you that you can support the work uh, of Advocacy Arena and our projects ever expanding. And this is an effort to do that to grow our reach. You can buy me a coffee. You can become a paid subscriber on Substack and also visit our merch store. But I'm so glad that you popped in on this live, as I said. With we will hope to see you in the Good Trouble chat or the Fired Up Friday chat with Candidly Tiff. Until next time, take care, you guys. Make sure that you get informed, get engaged, civically engaged, and be the change